So just about set now. And today's starter, Jose Barrios.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Colton Cowser, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Check swing, called strike.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
1 out, bases empty. And that one almost got him.
2 strikes.
That one missed. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Jordan Westberg will hit next. That one misses. 1-0. Westberg measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. 2 outs, bases empty. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in Toronto. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin.
The primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Fouled off down the right side. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And the pitch. Fly ball to right. O'Neill makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the lineup the Blue Jays are rolling out there to start 2025. Chris, they're hoping to get back on track this year after a disappointing season.
Indeed, and they were a preseason dark horse pick last year, Boog, and things just never really clicked for them. It's been almost a decade since they've won a postseason game. Maybe this is the year they break through.
And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball one. And it is 2-1. Sliced hard but foul. And that's downed away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball two.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. Now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ball four. Tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Andres Jimenez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next pitch is downstairs. And there's a ball.
3-0.
In there at the knees for a strike. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here on opening day.
3-2, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now two on and two outs.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Misses inside, and that's ball one. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that's the inning. We move to the second in Toronto. No score. Second inning set to go. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Barrios back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
No outs. Runner on second. Tap foul at the plate. Ball to strike.
Well, I think that could surprise all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. He legs it out.
Well, that's such a routine play. Probably makes that throw accurately 99 out of 100 times, or even better. But that one just got away from him a little bit, and he couldn't stay on the bag at first.
First and second, no outs. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Line and a base hit into right. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. O'Neill at second. Mountcastle on at first with nobody out. Now 1-1.
Outside.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
On the ground to short, could be two. Takes it to the bag, that's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Foul ball there. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's a ball to strike.
1-1.
Runner at third. 2 away. That one not close, and it's 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and the batter is George Springer. And there's a foul ball. That one misses in the dirt. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and 1 out now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. And now the count filled up 3-2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That clips the corner. And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Cowser hauls it in to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays, and it remains 1-0. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jackson Holliday, looking for his first big league hit right here. That one the other way. Oh, he botches it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Back to the top of the lineup, Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
And there's one thing on it.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Fouled off left side. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And a good eye there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at second. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Rutschman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Outside. 1-2 the count. First and second, no outs here on opening day. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground left side. 6, 4,
He's out.
3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 1 so far. That's a strike. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut.
Plate,
Alan Roden. And that one fouled off. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2. And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Flied to right his first time. That just misses, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with one away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Bichette goes. This one in the air. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's two away. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Two outs. That's the third. They take the force out. That is the inning. So one hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the 4th. And here is Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ripped to short. Bichette whips it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Way outside, and the count is 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. RBI single his last time up. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And there's a ball. And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Mullins takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. Clement under it. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. One hit, one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andres Jimenez. Fouled off to the right. Just off the outside edge, and 1-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Pitch is in there. Strike one. Eflin a move to first, and he's back in safely. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Blue Jays down a run. That's way outside. 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Eflin checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. There's the strike at the knees.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. Out of here. So he lasts one out the other way. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Here's the second baseman, Will Wagner. That one catches the corner for a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out, runner at second. Ernie Clement now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Wagner, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is down low. Missed inside with the curve.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That clips the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering is outside. Up the middle, Westberg. On to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to center his first time. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air to left center. Cowser on the move. He's got it, and that ends the inning. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. And now, Ramon Urias. Berrios back to work. That one outside. 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next one just misses. And it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Laced to right center, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Reached on an infield single his first time. On the ground, but that rolls foul. On the ground to first, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1 to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. He is struck out, and he is walked. There's a strike. The Orioles trailing by a run here on opening day. That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And it remains 2-2. The Jays up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. Out number 3. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Blue Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives.
No strike.
I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
That's ball three.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 down. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Albert Suarez is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken, a left-hander, also throwing. There's your strike.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Two outs. And now it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman. And that's fouled off. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next pitch is outside. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take.
That one almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. It bangs off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. He is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's all for Jose Barrios, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. New pitcher now for the Jays, Richard Lovelady.
Well, with a runner at third and less than 2 outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Balls put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
One down, runner at third. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. And first offering is fouled off. That's down and in.
Right through there for a strike.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. Outside, ball 2. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Albert Suarez. Here's Andres Jimenez.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Swings through that one for strike one. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Baker is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Soto, the lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Popped in the air, left side. Urias under it. Makes the grab, one away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Next offering is downstairs.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
One ball, two strikes.
Man at first, one away. Not close with that one. And the count now even up.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Outside low, 3-2 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
3-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Now it's the second baseman, Will Wagner. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Waste no time there. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now Ernie Clement just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Now a rip into left center, and that gets down into the gap. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded And 2 gone.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Two outs. Bases are full. Next offering upstairs. Popped up. Orioles moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. So the Blue Jays strand 3. And this game is still tied at 2-2.
He thought he was going to be able to do more with that pitch. A run-scoring opportunity, but a weak pop-up. He'll be frustrated as he heads back to the dugout.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chad Green. So digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. That clips the corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Nope, outside.
And a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. First pitch misses. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one's in there, and it's 1-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now it's going to be Ramon Urias right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball 1.
And a count 1-2. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Down the line, and it's foul. Mountcastle, the lead runner at second. Mullins at first with no outs. That one the other way. Wagner over to Bichette. Their fourth double play of the night. Yikes.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now here is Jackson Holiday. The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there, and the count 1-1. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's ball 2.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That one almost got him. And a 3-2. Goes down looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the 7th, and now the shortstop, Bichette. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now.
0 for 3 in this one.
Clips the corner. Strike 1.
0-1 is the count.
In there at the knees.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Mountcastle under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
And there's one away.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Hard ground ball for a base stop. Around second is Bichette. The throw to third. Safe. And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Runner takes off. Line drive, that's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the seventh.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike at 95.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Lined into left center, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Albert Suarez will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on here, Yennier Cano.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he striking distance.
So up next for Toronto, George Springer. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here at the bottom of the 7th. Good eye in that spot.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Slider misses outside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And this is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Will Wagner digs in now. Golden opportunity right here.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Little chopper rolls foul. That misses.
Oh, that's too high.
And that is ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Holiday snags it for the second out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. Head in the count as he did right there.
That one is absolutely belted. One runs in, and it's off the wall. Run comes in from second, and it's a 2-run single, and they're up by 4.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
First and second, 2 outs. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden misses off the plate. Ball 1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering misses. 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On the ground right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Colton Cowser. First pitch, and he just misses. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Nick Sandlin up and loosening in the pen. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offered in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. And that one is inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. High in the air, out to right. And there are two outs. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. Outside low, 1-0.
Ball one, no strikes.
And there's a ball. Rutschman off of first with two away. Next
Ball
offering
three.
is down low.
3-0. Aye.
And there's a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Keegan Aiken. Back to the top of the order now. Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 7-2.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. And that one fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fought off foul. Up and in. Going to count 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground to short, Holiday. Zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Sandlin.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Tyler O'Neill now at the plate. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses inside. 1-1. Swing and a hard hit ball. Fair ball down the first baseline. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ryan Mountcastle will hit next. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. In for a strike. It's 0-1. O'Neill leads off second with nobody out. That one fouled hard the other way. Man at second. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Mullins stands in now and watches strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
That misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Out to short. Bichette. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, one out. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 count.
Got him looking for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Holiday. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nick Sandlin out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Jeff Hoffman on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. Colton Cowser, the next to hit. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And now the count is even. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.